I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping all sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shorty all up in my me. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You know that top left, yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. There's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping all sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my bands, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big, big no. Gotta chase this money. Addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking body ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still spin the police. 24.
Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On play action, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Room here to run. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 56 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. So, wow. I mean, that'll quiet this crowd, right? A big one there on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, you have to be thinking, we're at home for the playoffs. That had to be a splash of cold water right in their face, don't you think?
Yeah, they got to be thinking, we're going to have to work on this and do so in a hurry. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Drops it to Blue, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
On second down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Watson now to throw. And they're going to get... And back at the 8 now. Third and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, here's Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Allen throwing on third and long. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ellington. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Texans are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And McCoy loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. Often on fumble. You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Some strong running, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right back to him on 1st down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. A quick hitter complete. It's Griffin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Watson on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now they run with the backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. Looking downfield for Downs. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
It's caught, Stills, right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 20! And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Watson now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A give to Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Sliding out of the pocket. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Here's Allen to throw it, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Detroit!
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. To throw on second is Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Watson. Allington has it, middle of the field. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, here's Watson. Drops it to Boo, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. First and 10, Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
A first down carry by Allen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Allen will try again on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Beasley with it over the middle. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Leopard! Leopard!
Allen now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he finds Beasley complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. The give to McCoy. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Back now in Houston. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 24. Now Watson from the gun. He'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Star Latulele in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Watson operating from the gun. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And, you know, it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Foreman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time,
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Covington in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen going to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now Allen, got to have this one. Going for the deep ball. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run with Foreman, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They come up in an offset eye. Now Elliott. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Foreman. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Allen. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Throwing now, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Forced out to his, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Jones on the return. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Allen. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Gone!
One final shot. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.